In 1972, the Black Panthers attempted to concentrate their power into Huey Newton's hands. The party decided to mount a campaign to capture Oakland's mayoral and other local offices. Toward this goal, the Central Committee agreed to close all local chapters outside of Oakland in order to support Bobby Seale's mayoral candidacy. In an attempt to prevent more state rebellions and increase the Black Panthers' power within Oakland, Newton represented the local committee with two bold ideas. Bobby Seale should run and lead a full slate of Panther candidates for local offices and the mayor of Oakland, and two, that the party should close all Panthers chapters outside of Oakland and redeploy all Panthers and their resources to Oakland to work on the campaign and consolidate power of the Black Panthers in its birthplace. Newton's proposal reflected his evolving ideas on the ideas of power. At the party's founding, he and Seale related power to the use of political violence. Consequently, they adopted Mao Zedong's credo that political power comes from the barrel of a gun. As a result of Newton's studies in prisons, fatal Panther shootouts with police, and in the recent internal party strife, Newton's ideas of the party had evolved, and Newton's new thinking as that the party needed to give more serious attention to political and economic dimensions of power and de-emphasize their earlier militant focus. Newton believed that if the party gained political control in Oakland, they could promote an ambitious economic development program that included turning the city's ports into a highly profitable state-of-the-art facility, promoting local Black businesses, implementing new social service programs. The Central Committee enthusiastically supported the idea of acquiring power within Oakland, but were divided on the necessity of dismantling the national organization. Chairman Bobby Seale led the opposition of breaking down the chapters on strategic and tactical grounds. Strategically, he saw no need to take this action because the party was already strong in Oakland and had excellent local supporters. Tactically, Bobby Seale resonated that the national headquarters lacked the resources to receive thousands of members from across the country on a very short notice. More importantly, the party had an organizational commitments and existing service programs in operation across the country. According to Seale, the party could not fold those chapters. Andrea Jones, the former chapter leader, would state on closing the chapters, I think it was a major mistake. It was a national organization with viable structures and communities, and people felt abandoned by that. There was a great support of the party in the local chapters and branches, and people put themselves out to take part in that. And the closing down of clinics and the closing down of the breakfast programs meant that the whole idea of the organization, to an extent, that these things were taken over, and it felt like there was a hole left. A large contingent of Black Panthers outside of the Bay Area shared in Bobby Seale's opinion. When membership received a new directive from the Central Committee, many members refused to uproot their lives and move thousands of miles away from home. These party members simply just left the Black Panthers. The Black Panther leaders in various state organizations expressed misgivings on the Central Committee's directive to close their respective party units. And in addition to running communal programs, they had Panther members in jail and on trial for various charges who required legal assistance. On the positive side, many members were happy to get to know and finally work with party members from around the country, and this infusion of new energy reinvigorated the party in the Bay Area's community service programs. Members also benefited from ideological and political training provided by the national leadership. On the negative side, though, the Panthers new to the Bay Area were disappointed by the intellectual capacity and lack of preparation of various national leaders who were teaching political education programs. Compounding this issue was the limited contact between most party members and the party's main leader, Huey P. Newton. Members wanted to interact more with Newton, who they were told was constantly busy writing. After weeks of debate and individual lobbying from the Central Committee by members of Seale and Newton, the committee decided to close all chapters temporarily and dismantle them gradually over the course of the year. Newton had won the day by accepting Neal's recommendation to a staggered closing of the chapters and arguing that the party members would eventually take their new campaign skills, governing experience, and return to their home offices and replicate the Oakland experience and gain local power in their area. In the end, Seale accepted this view and threw himself into organizing Oakland and running for mayor. During 1972 through 1973, the Black Panthers converged on Oakland from all parts of the country. The Black Panthers concentrated the majority of its resources in Seale's mayoral bid and Elaine Brown's campaign for city council seat. The Panthers registered voters, distributed campaign literature, participated in campaign meetings and rallies throughout 1972 through 1973. But however, even though both races were extremely competitive, Seale and Brown lost their respective elections. The impact of this electoral defeat was devastating to the Panther Party because its members had invested so much time and effort into their campaigns. Shortly after the election, many Panthers resigned from the party because of their disappointment, exhaustion, and just general disillusionment. Their departure represented the second major exodus from the party, and according to Seale, the party only had about 500 members at this point. The 1973 election provided a critical mistake by the Panther Party's leadership, and from that point on, the party never recouped its size, prestige, or effectiveness. The party's future efforts remained confined to the Oakland Bay area. Thank you. I'm Country Boy, and this has been the Black Panther Party. If you like this, if you love this, please consider donating to our Patreon page. Also, you can find more episodes like this at onemikehistory.com, and please give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts. Peace.